Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna go right in and moisturize. I've been using this Nivea moisturizer for the longest time and it has been doing too much for my skin. I have oily skin, so I definitely recommend this moisturizer. And I'm going in with my Instaperfect foundation from Essence. And this foundation is super full coverage, so if you want to cover up the extra ugly mama, I definitely recommend this foundation. Also, the secret to really good makeup is to blend. Please take your time in blending out your foundation. You're not running to anywhere, and if you're running to somewhere, please don't put on makeup. It's better that you go barefaced. Okay, all right. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I feel like I've been using this concealer forever. I need to actually switch it up. This is from LA Girl and it's in the shade Pure Beige. I'm just gonna go under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, there by my moustache, and on my forehead and my chin. So this is just to brighten up the center of your face. And basically that's where the light hits, you feel me? And again, it is super important to blend out your makeup. Please don't be fooled. Like, I sped this up so that you don't have to sit through 50 hours of me blending my makeup, but this has to take some time. Take your time with blending this out. And I like to use beauty blenders instead of brushes because I feel it works better for me. But if brushes work better for you, then you go right ahead. Then I'm gonna go in with Mr. Price Snapped. Let me tell you, Mr. Price Snapped with the Scarlet Hill palette. And I'm going in this contour and highlight palette in the shade Dark, and I'm taking the lighter shade of the dark shades, and I'm gonna go in on the crevices of my cheeks, and this just brings more shadow and color to your face because I look very ghost-like right now. So it's gonna bring more color to our cheeks, our forehead. Sometimes I do under my chin, and we're gonna go and contour the nose just now with the same palette. Right there, I'm taking the darkest shade. Now this is super important because your nose is literally the first thing that people see when they look at your face, and so you want to take your time on this. I'm using the smaller brush that I use to sometimes blend out my eyeshadow because it's super fluffy and it gets everything blended up properly. I'm just going to go in and blend upwards into my eyebrow. Darn, I'm gonna take this Emotional Brilliance translucent powder from Lush. This powder is perfect for setting your makeup, not necessarily baking. So since we ain't got time for that today, I'm just gonna go in where I highlighted, so under my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my mustache, and just pack the powder there. So we're not gonna bake. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that in another video. This is just to set the makeup and to absorb all of the oils because she does have super oily skin. Okay, now we're going back in with our contour palette. This is again to just smooth out the lines between the powder and the contour so that we don't look like a kindergarten drawing. So we don't look like a drawing from crash. Gonna go in again in the crevices of my cheeks and my forehead and blend that out into your hairline because we don't want to look like we're wearing a mask. Oof, I hate... Ooh. Just blend out your makeup properly, please. Let's blend out our makeup properly, going outwards into the hairline. Okay, now for the eyeshadow, I'm going in with this brown. So I'm going for a very natural makeup look, not going to do too much today. And that's going to be our transition color. And notice how I didn't prime or put any highlight on my eyelids because it's supposed to look very natural. So when you do put primer or highlight on your eyelids, it makes the color pop. So we're not trying to have that, trying to look like I ain't got no makeup on at all. So we're gonna stick to unprimed lids and just lightly brushing over your eyelids. And I'm gonna go in with this shimmery golden color, and I like to use this kind of shimmers. I like to use my finger for putting on these shimmers because it makes it look more pigmented. It makes it pop a little bit more, you feel me? Okay, finish. I'm taking so much time on this. Oh my gosh. Okay, and now I'm going in with that brown again, and we're going to just erase the transition line and just make that look a bit smoother. Okay, so I'm packing that into the crease of my eyelid, and go in with some mascara again from the Scarlet Hill collection. This thing is fire. Okay, it really elongates your eyelashes because I've got super curly eyelashes, and it just stretches them out and kind of makes them straighter. So this is really good for when you're putting on falsies. Kind of stretches out your eyelashes and they don't fold inwards, which is super annoying. Then I'm taking the exact same palette from Scarlet Hill. I'm going to use the lighter highlight shade, going in on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and right there by my cheekbone. Oh, and by the way, these pretty brushes are from Mr. Price as well. Hashtag Mr. Price, please sponsor me. Okay, and remember, we're going for a super light, almost natural kind of look, so we're not trying to do too much with the highlight. As I put on more highlight, we're not trying to do too much with the highlight. Oh, another tip is once you're done with this, go in with your beauty blender with a little bit of powder in it, just to blend everything into your face, so you don't look like you fell into some sparkly pixie dust. Oh, and this lip gloss is from Essence. It's Essence. It says that it makes your lip bigger. I don't know about that. I just know that it makes my lips really shiny. And I'm using the fixing spray from Essence as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one.